My husband and my boys all went west to Evermore to join the militia. That was 10 years back. A small war broke out between Wayrest and Evermore, with only one notable battle, and my boys, why did Mara have to take my boys? On that one day blood was spilt, she took them all. I prayed to her every day. No, I should be apologizing. Why would you want to hear the ramblings of some old useless widow? Go, enjoy your prime.
Come to talk.
Until next time.
Commander, you must understand that this costly operation you've scrolled will set you back on your debt with the kingdom.
And you must understand, Naraman, that this is our last opportunity to justify our presence here. Without this, any suspicions among the Bretons of our ineptitude will only deepen.
I advise great caution with the occupants of Deep Crag, Drugo. They could hold invaluable information. All you need to do is stay your hounds.
Keen to see them survive. Why is that, Naraman?
We shouldn't debase ourselves by imitating the barbarous Britons here. They've already bled the orcs dry. Why should we add to the slaughter?
The plans have been inked. We are not dealing with civilians here. Any rights the Empire would bestow are now forfeit. There will be no further delays.
Very well, Drugo, very well. All the blood that spills will be on you.
Are they? The Empire doesn't employ the services of simple murderers and thugs. But if you're looking to serve Tamriel, then yeah, we could use you. As you may or may not be aware, there's a significant orc population to the west of our hold. It's not just a neutral party either. Scouts have reported that they've burnt down a small outpost and built around it rapidly. We fear that their expansion may reach Arnima and further. Our auxiliaries and a few of the town guard may be sufficient to clear the outpost. We just have to pray they don't send more through the ravine. Go meet with the officer station just at the ridge, overlooking the lake. If you're still breathing, find your way back to this outpost, and I'll have a most generous reward waiting on the table. I hope you're one that honors the contract, which is a rare breed around here. I'm sure. Now, don't keep my men waiting. May you have good fortune in the battle to come. Isn't that the question we're all looking to answer? You'd think the Empire's multi-century stay here would have stifled racial tensions somewhat. But they just keep the old feuds going, with no signs of relief. These particular orcs who sacked our outpost, however, well, that's an even more startling development that has no rational impetus, at least to our knowledge. They've dug themselves deep in the middle of the kingdom, surely knowing that we'll use any and all means to tear them out. It's not a question of if we're going to take back what's ours, it's when. There must be some deeper scheming at play here. Maybe they intend to distract us from something that spells even greater bloodshed. Or am I imparting too much reason onto an ultimately fickle race whose sole priority it is to conquer? It's never good to underestimate your enemies, so I'll entertain the former. Could be. Yet they've had ample opportunity to act on that vengeful streak, seeing as it's been nigh 200 years since its raising. Though, since the Great War, we know that the crimes of our forebears will find us suffer the same indictments. Seems we're all locked into the past, and the future is forever beholden to history. Stagnation predicates itself on the adoration of yesteryear. I'm not just a sheath. In times of relative peace, I try to work on my humanity. Makes it all the easier to conduct diplomacy in this land. It's of principal importance, and not for reasons that are immediately apparent. Rather, the value in Deep Crag has a more intangible aspect. Precedence. Deep Crag could consist of a shed and a bucket, yet it would still make us irreducibly vilified if we had lost it. And that precedence is what we want to stay clear of. We don't want more daring opportunities to lunge at us when we are weakest. That's a situation that can cascade and destroy everything we've built here. Our reputation in High Rock is, at present, dismally low. We cannot lose further rapport with our Bretonic allies. They will find us more of a burden than an aid, and will seek to sever ties with us swiftly. So if we lose High Rock, what with what's going on in Skyrim, well, we may as well lose the entire Empire. After all, what is an empire without its subjects? Important enough for us to have been entrenched in this swamp for centuries, and I have a feeling that value will be immeasurable in the immediate future. You've heard about the Great War. Unless you've recently awakened from beneath a rock, then I'll assume you have. Now, most of our trade to High Rock was conducted by sea, with us skirting the shores of Tamriel all the way up to this province. You may be thinking, why the long voyage when a trip through the Reach would have taken a fraction of the time? Well, That's how dangerous the Reach was, and is, for trade. Not to mention the crags and valleys that make up this dizzying maze. A nightmare for any unguarded or inattentive convoy. Keen observation. I wonder what gave it away. Just because we're not ecstatic in our stay doesn't mean we'll forego our duties here, so fret not. Go with grace.
Get on with it. Hideous things keep intimidating us, making it so we don't get a good night's sleep. Those parasites scaled the cliffs and descended upon that outpost. My son Chateau was there, serving his time in the Legion. I can't imagine what they've done to him.
Out with it. So, you made it here then. Very well. We'll soon be cutting a path through these barbarians and taking back that post. Get ready. From the scouts' assessments, orc capabilities range from small artillery, arrows and such, to the main bulk of their arsenal, which are the blunt weapons stolen from the sacked depot within Deep Crag. Reports have spoken of them fostering great hounds, so avoid these beasts if you want to keep your limbs from rotting. Their incisors are known to be coated in the foulest fluids. Apart from that, standard affair. We'll break through their ranks in closed formation, shields raised. The knights will deal with the larger orcs as we strike at the archers.
You do look more suited for ancillary support. Alright, why not? No good wasting your skills in the coming frenzy. If there are hostages being held, they'll most likely have them in plain sight, near the front of the outpost. Orcs aren't keen on keeping their enemies alive, however. Mercy isn't in their lexicon. If you lack confidence in the task, then we can abandon the idea. We're set to march on that camp regardless, so you have to be swift. Time isn't on our side. Any delays will only strengthen the enemy. Fortunately, I'm a pedant, and have come more than equipped. I hope you're familiar with flares. No time to explain their use in this moment. So, to be brief, aim it towards the sky, at an angle that we're sure to see. And let me be clear, this should only be used as a last resort. Everyone will see its glare, bringing both us and the orcs crashing onto your location.
Keep moving and stay focused. Serve the Empire. Keep close. A scattered formation is easily penetrable. Barbarians are vicious, but simple. Use your wits to your advantage. Keep close. A scattered formation is easily penetrable. Target spotted! Ave. Vale. These barbarians are vicious, but simple. Use your wits to your advantage.
I don't like where this is going.
Enemies in sight. What's that enemy?
What's that?
Raymond, steer me.
Weird to eat.
Fool!
Weak. I'll hang you from your entrails. Back down. Slice you here to eat. Move.
Around and you'll get us all killed. These barbarians are vicious, but simple. Use no good steel. Raymond, steer me.
It's like here to eat.
I'll bathe in your blood.
Don't fuck me off. 6 feet under.
Time to strike.
Ugly stinking orc.
Time to strike.
Hell yeah.
Come in, Frank. Can't wait to see you hanging from a pipe. Time to taste the metal. Sneaky little. Will.
Enjoy your last breath.
For the throat.
I'll piss on your corpse.
Time to strike.
Draw your line. Let me
Raymond, steer me.
I am
Straight for the throat.
Orsidium, son. Now. Draw your last breath. Stay down.
Straight for the throat. Raymond, steer me. Time to strike.
I'll break every bone in your body. These orcs will.
Time to strike. Enemies in sight. Hold fast.
Weak! Weak! Orcs will
Straight for the throat.
let me hear you scream.
Feel the brunt of the Empire. Fool! Feel the brunt of the Empire.
Finally, someone came! Please, get me down from here already. Oh, thank you. My wrists. Get me out of here. Away from this place. Me. The orcs placed one of their evils inside me. Get it out, please. I can't raise a damn orc spawn. No. I'd rather die than be placed with that burden. Leave me. Finally, someone came. Thank you. My wrists. Have mercy and strike me down, please. I can't live like this. I can't.
We'll stay here and take care of her. Make sure she doesn't do anything rash. Come back to Drugo to complete your contract. Out with it. Go with grace. Attempt to piece together and rebuild this fractured outpost with the help of the garrison to the east, and try to root out any remaining radicals. But between you and me, I wish I wasn't even here in the first place. The situation in the breach is quite frankly hopeless. Since we've lost contact with many of our orc consorts, having been cut off from the enclaves, their motives are ultimately left to what we can infer. Looking at where they strike and when, it seems not to be out of some savage streak. Rather, they're distracting us from something. In every instance when we find ourselves combating these vandals, a whole slew of refugees will be seen making their way through the crags of the Reach, following this hidden route to some unknown. We've sent scouts to tail them, yet we haven't retrieved anything valuable in terms of where the orcs are going or who's organizing them. We were foolish to underestimate the orcs' cunning. Even a dullard can see how fruitless their violence has been up to now. I sincerely believe they're being sent on forlorn missions, with no hope of survival. There's a grander scheme at play here, we just have to uncover it. Vale.
Why me? Why was I the only one left alive?